Hi, my name is Ibrahim Steve, and today I want to be talking about how to gross 10K in your first year. Okay, so are you a small business and are you looking to gross over 10K dollars in your very first year? Or maybe should I put that are you really struggling to make sales and night after night you go around trying to look for customers who can buy from you and you have this amazing idea and you are not able to generate sales? Now, what I'm going to show you is a simple framework that helped me, that I believe it can help you a lot. You see, in life, there are basic principles that if you apply it, you can be on your way to success. So it's very, very easy for you to generate your first 10K customers. You also generate the customers. You can also generate your first 10K sales. So before we start, what I want to ask you is what does 10K mean to you? 10K. So I just want you to go ahead and write 10K right now on the board, a sheet of paper, and just do it. I want to show you how I did it. Okay? Because if I can show you how I did it, then it means that you can actually scale the process. Now let me tell you a quick story. A quick story as to how I started was that I grew up in a family where we are all very, very disadvantaged. There was no hope of moving forward or getting to what we were all looking for. And I remember that at the then I had like zero in my bank account, zero, like literally zero. So how was I able to go from zero to where I am right now? And it's exactly because people say success leaves clues, and I believe that to be of a fact. In other words, I believe that in ultimate certainty. And it's not because I believe in ultimate certainty, it is because it literally happened to me. And I won't tell you my story because I remember once when I went to my counselor, I said, "Sir, can you help me? Can you help me?" And he said, "Okay, I'm going to help you, but how much can you afford for myself?" And I said, "Sir, I have nothing to offer." And somehow, at some point, he looked me in the eye and saw that I was literally telling the truth, that I was helpless. And he told me later on that he felt the conviction to help me. And that's exactly what I'm coming to do. You know, I was helped. And in a way to pay back, I want to also help those who are struggling with making sales, making conversion, moving paycheck to paycheck. I want to get you to have a better life. I want to get you through freedom lane because that's what I sell. I sell transformation. I can assure you and I can guarantee you that I'm going to take you from A to B because I have the results. All right, I have the results. If I did not have the result, I will never come up. I will never do this audio. I will never do this podcast. Because I have the result, can boldly say that I can lead you. You see, a great person once said that if the blind lead the blind, both fall into the ditch. All right, you can't be a blind in the blind. So in other words, I have the result, and I can come up to tell them with you. Now, the next thing that you're going to notice is as a foundation to this thing working is that you will be able to produce similar results. So I don't want you to measure this against the process or whatever process I'm going to take you to. I want you to measure this against the result. You would see your bank account shift and drift from zero to 10K in just, I would have said in just 1 month, but say you're lazy, say you don't even know how to do it, say you don't believe in yourself. I'm telling you, you can jump and make it in a day, in a year. So let's put it that way. So what's the first process? The first process is for you to write down. Like when I wanted to make the transition, as a then, I think I was earning about $100. Okay, so I wanted to make the transition. And so how did I go about wanting to make the transition, and how did I go about it? I had to write down. I had to write down and tell myself, look, this is how much I want to make. Okay. And when I said, okay, just that, the foundation is you need to learn how to start small. Start from where you are. Start with what you believe you can do. Don't let anybody push you into what you're not so sure about and all those kind of things. Just relax yourself. Start from where you're comfortable with. Okay. And normally I would say you can start from earning $1 and then you move to $10. Okay. See how you can earn $1 a day. And then see how you can earn $10 a day. And then see how you can earn $100 a day. And so on and so forth. So for me, I was just thinking, okay, how can I earn $100 in a month, right? So that you see where the goal was. That's to show you that I really didn't know anything as to move forward. But I just decided. I said, okay, that is what I want to do. With listening to a lot of podcasts and listening to a lot of, I think, industry experts as well, and those who had the results. So I decided that I was going to try for myself. Someone will say, okay, write $1 million, and you don't really believe in your capacity to do that. So start from where you are, and let's take big steps. Okay, just make little commitments and say, okay, I want to move forward, and you'll be shocked at the capacity or the extent to which the forward movement could be. So I just decided, I said, okay, I want to make 300. That was everything, and that was the beginning. So in the process, I discovered I made that 300 and I surmounted it. I made that 300 and surmounted it. Luckily for me, I made it up to adding one more zero, and that was 1,000. And then discovering the process yet the more, I made it to 10,000. And discovering the process yet the more, I made it to 100,000. Now this can work in any skill. Let me tell you a story. I was trying to consult for a lady. She came to me and she was a small business. She's into wig making, so she does wigs, right? Some people do that, of course, it's general business, especially in the female aspect. So she was into that. And I told her, okay, she came to me for branding and purposes. And I told her, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to help you brand. But say you had a very awesome product. Do you even know how to market? Did I know that she doesn't know how to market? I said, I'm going to help you market. So we did analysis, and I saw her business from literally where she was, she could make 150. And when I wrote 150 on the board, not even on the board, just on the paper, because she was sitting quite close to me, and her mind couldn't take it. Her mind could not take just 150. Her mind couldn't take 150. Now, she was not going to do the work. I was going to do the work to generate her sales. But I'm telling her, do you believe that you can generate this from your business? She's like, yeah, but I won't go that far. You see, the doubt, the self-doubt. And I said, okay, how much? The first layer she was supposed to get 3, and then she was going to get about 60, then move up to 120, and we saw the possibilities, so 60 and 90, and then by that time we get 150. So we saw the possibilities, and she had awesome product. And I just told her, I'm going to get you 150. And she said, no. She said no. Why did she say no? Self-belief, self-doubt. And just like my coach did tell me, later on I realized that how I started was that when I got into the market, I realized that there were some people who were offering lower value but were charging higher than what I was offering. So that clicked me in the head. And I came back to my coach and said, do you know that someone is offering lower quality than what I was doing, and the person is making more sales? And he said, yes, he's aware. But he had to take me one step to another. You don't have to overstretch somebody. Okay, when you're trying to coach the person, you don't have to overstretch them. If you overstretch them, you break them. You need to take them in little phases, little bites, little success, little achievements. For example, when you're trying to train a dog on a farm and how to go out there guarding the animals in terms of the rams and the livestock, in terms of they should go out to eat and then come back. When you're trying to do that, the foundation is you train the dog with chickens first, okay? And then by the time it gets into the bigger ram, the dog has capacity. But if you just go ahead and train the dog with a bigger, you're going to kick the little dog, and the little dog is going to lose motivation. And that's also, you train the dog with chickens first, and that's how it is. So everything is capacity, even for human beings. Everything is you learn how to crawl, and then you learn how to move in baby steps, and then you learn how to walk, and then you learn how to run. I'm telling you, that's the foundation. So I say 10K, don't be scared. I know that your capacity might be for less, or your capacity might be for more, but I had to pick a middle ground, 10K, all right? So what you're going to do is understand the foundation and the principle and apply it. That's why I'm doing this. It's unlimited. Apply it to where you are, and you'll be shocked at the results that you're going to have. Apply it. If you want to make 1, I don't know, if you want to make 10, I don't know, if you want to make $100, like when I started, fine. If you want to make 1,000, fine. If you want to make 10,000, fine. So I'm just going to show you the framework and show you the principles. And as it is right now, I am going. If I can do more, if I could give myself more. So what's stopping me? What's stopping me? I have the potential, and everyone is looking up to me to help them move forward. So what's that? Okay. So say I could lift up 2 gallons of about 20 kg, and children should stay. That's not life. Life is about value. Life is all about owning responsibilities to where you can, because life is about giving value. The whole world is going out of place, and people are really looking for people who can give value right now. So back to the foundation and back to the question and what we're focusing on. Just write 10K right now. Write $10K on a sheet of paper, on a board, and do this session with me. Like literally, I'm doing this session with you as well. So the very foundation is to ask yourself, what does 10K mean to you? What does 10K mean to you? And the goal is to, first of all, in 10K, you have to, before anything, literally, in the first set, you say, okay, let's break it down to how much we can make in a month. But before then, I want to talk about it in terms of business. I want to talk about it in terms of business. It's very simple. What one product can you sell right now? Yes. What one product can you sell right now that can give you 10K? Or you don't know the product they can sell right now. All right. Maybe say, what one product that you know right now that you can offer to your market and can get you the max amount of money that you're looking for? Just write. How much is that? 50? You can go get 50? Can give you 65? Can give you 90? Now, you're going to write the second thing is, how many people are you going to sell that product to get to 10K? That's just the foundation. How many people are you going to sell that product to get 10K? And that's it. But first of all, I want to tell you something in a very, very foundational tone. Look, if you have a shitty product, you're going to get shitty results. The best thing that you can do for yourself is that make sure, like I did struggle this thing a lot. Don't sell people what you don't want. Don't sell people bad stuff. I know there is what we call branding and stuff like that. But branding is employatory. Now that's a statement, but I'm going to explain what it means. It means that if you try to apply any negative stuff to sell somebody anything, you only have a short term to run. All right? You will not be able to create a long-lasting brand. You will not be able to create long-lasting stand in the market. You lose out. So you have to try as much as possible to sell people value from the word go. So what I want you to do is to understand the product that you're going to move into the market and try as much as possible to understand the value of it. It's all about the product. Can you go back to tweak this product in a way that it becomes irresistible? We're looking at an irresistible offer here. Because if you have an irresistible offer, you upscale and you build on it to the point that it's irresistible. I mean, it's a point that if you can sell it to the president, let's start there first. You can say, what's the max way that I can reconvert this so that I can sell it to anybody at a premium price? Can you do that? Now, when you understand and craft your product into those kinds of irresistible offers. Now listen, it doesn't have to be sexy, it doesn't have to be trendy, but it has to solve a problem. There is a starving crowd, there is a ready market that wants to buy it from you. That's what you focus on. It can be from your interest, it can be from the problem that you see or the problem you solve, it can be from your passion, things that you have interest for. You can even want to affiliate, but you're affiliating with product that you have passion for. That is a good start. So write down the highest product that you have on that list and write down how many that you believe you can sell. And how many people are you going to reach out to be able to get to 10K? All right? To be able to get to 10K. By the time you online a product and you outline the number of people that you are going to reach out to, that is exactly how to do it. For me, with someone who is starting literally fresh from the $1 guy, I would say that you have to find your $1 product and you now outline, try as much as possible to sell it to 10K people. Now, the way we're going to sell it to 10K people is in the principles of online marketing. online marketing. We're going to take it to the market, all right? And where the traditional market had to do with TV, radio, newspaper, and all those kind of things, the online market is vast. And at this level, what we're going to do is to reach out online, and then we have to sell. And in the process of selling, I would say that the first thing after outlining what your product is, outline who your customers are, next thing is to outline the benefits your customers are going to get. And with that, when you structure those things in that way, there is 80% chance that you can make sales and generate your first 10K customers. Now, there is a whole lot of parts and pieces to this puzzle, but what I want you to do is to check out my series on how to generate your first 10K customers, and then move on to productization and systemization of your products and services. But most importantly, I'd like to recommend my book, Rave. Yes, I like to recommend my book, Rave. It's still in the process, okay? So, but if you are on the waiting list and indicate any interest to buy, I'm going to make sure that you have the manuscript, the raw manuscript, and get started. Raw manuscript, and you're going to have it firsthand, and you'll be able to go from how to start from idea, just idea. I want to make money, just the idea, and get you from zero to just about $1 million. Just the idea. So I've laid all those ideas down in the book that I'm telling you. If you reach out to me at facebook.com/absteve.be, you're going to be able to see me, get to me, and then you make a request. So with that said, I just hang on in here. I just want to end it right here and say that it's possible. Just outline and break it down to what 10K means to you, and just choose one product you can sell. Sometimes you may choose a series of products. Start with one. Let the focus build the momentum. I just started with one. By the time I built the momentum, it was easy for me to just sell just about to anybody. It's easy for me to scale from that point onward. So the idea is find the gap in the market. Find a product that will best fit them. Let it be an irresistible product. And then the next thing is that you try as much as possible to align the customers, or how many customers will you have to sell that product to, and then you leverage in online marketing. Mostly, if you want to make it easy, just leverage on ads. So see how you can position your words, your messages on different delivery network platforms and channels, and see how you can position your words and position yourself on different platforms where they can see, and then you communicate exactly what the benefits are to the end user, and you're able to get that. So by the time you have the product, you're online, who is going to best name the product? Align benefits, because it's the benefits that is going to help communicate them, and that's how you're going to get it. So feel free to also check out my copywriting series, because nobody's going to buy with you if you don't know how to play with words. So there's a technique to how to play words. But I just want to share with you that if you talk about them, you talk about the problem, that's in other words, you talk about the solution. You say, okay, you're talking about in terms of asking them a question. Have you ever wanted to talk about the problem first that they have been having? Have you ever wanted to maybe go to school without spending money? Well, here's a 5-step process. You need to give them numbers because it allows them to qualify logically. Here's a 5-step process to how to get scholarship without having to apply, or how to get scholarship free of charge from even today, or how to get scholarship without having to struggle, or something in that line. Are you getting me? So you now talk about solution, how to go to tuition without having to pay. How to go to school without having to pay for tuition. Because the person is looking, the challenge that the person is having is what? Schooling. I want to go to school, but I don't have money. So you show the person that how to go to school without having money. So this is a solution on how to pay for your tuition without having money. In other words, how to get scholarship for your education. So scholarship opportunities, you'll sell that to them and they'll be there to attend to you. So understand that the first thing is the product, second thing is the customers, the next thing is your art series. But for you to go into the market, but for you to go to market, you need to understand how to write a good copy. And when you have those three things, in other words, how to communicate, all right? Some people are good in product, but producing, while some people are good in marketing. That is why we have marketed by, and we have, produced by, and we have marketed and distributed by. The people that understand that psychology of marketing and sales. and you align to them. But if you're a small business, you just need to learn it. I mean, it's going to take you like just 3 minutes and you're done with all this process I'm talking about. And 30 minutes to make, I mean, these amazing trajectory. The idea is you do things um, with the resources that are available to you. So if someone is there to guide you and coach you on the right kind of resources to do more, wouldn't you? Your teacher came and told you, okay, this is how to spell John. You say, no, I don't want to learn how to spell John. No, you want to learn how to spell John. And much more importantly, you want to learn how to become the president. And that's exactly those kinds of powers what I'm releasing to you. Those kind of powers what I'm releasing. A lot has been happening. People have been succeeding. I'm telling you, don't limit yourself. There's a lot of potential and you should keep fighting. And just align at first. You're going to get customers, your product first, and then the customers, and then the market. And in the market, you can just put a hyphen to an extent and you say that you're going to learn how to write a good copy, and then you understand which kind of good copy would really help you, and that's it. And then you're able to sell. You literally don't have to have a website. You really don't have, except you're looking at the productization and systemization of it. But I'm telling you, you can sell from now. Just have a good copy, and maybe as much as possible, just maybe a picture of yourself or a picture of the product, and then you're good to go. You're exactly good to go. Just something they can visualize that this is what they stand to get. Maybe related, maybe unrelated, but it has to be maybe directly related or kind of maybe like in a simultaneous way. It's not really just kind of slang way, because you want to put the juxtaposition part of it into the picture, but it has to be related to be able to communicate effectively to even your grandma, to communicate effectively even to your grandma. So that's the foundation, and that is just how we do this thing. So if this was helpful, I want you to leave me comments, and I'll be there to help, and I'll want to reach out to you as well. So you can get to me throughout my handles, and I'll be there to talk to you. And